Hi there, Smart Drivers. Rick with Smart Drive Test. Another video for Crash Analysis Smart. Today we're talking about left-hand turns, social cues, and you can be right or you can be dead right. Now, for those of you working towards a license or starting a career as a truck or bus driver, be sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you'll get access to all of the information and pass your road test first time. As well, hit that bell. That way you'll get instant notification when I get the videos up for you. Now, you can see here in the video clip that the vehicle is pushing its way through to make a left-hand turn at a very busy intersection. The traffic on the outside lane has come to a stop. Obviously, the intersection is blocked on the other side, but the vehicles on the inside lane are still proceeding through the intersection. The vehicle comes across and sits in the intersection in front of the outside lane of traffic. The light changes to yellow and goes to red. The driver thinks that the traffic is actually going to come to a stop, incorrectly of course, and then proceeds through the intersection. The other car runs the red light and the result is a collision. Now, like a relationship, it takes two people to fight. It takes two drivers to have a crash. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So stick around. We'll be right back with that information. Hi there, Smart Drivers. Rick with Smart Drive Test. Welcome back. Today we're talking about left-hand turns, social cues, and you can be right or you can be dead right. Now, we looked at the video clip in the introduction there, and the vehicle was making a left-hand turn at a busy intersection. Subsequently, what happened was that a vehicle ran the red light, the vehicle proceeded through, and there was a crash. Now, you need to take social cues from traffic, and one of the reasons that new drivers and some experienced drivers have crashes is because they fail to read correctly the social cues from other traffic, which could potentially result in a crash. And one of the social cues here is when you're driving along multi-lane roadways and one lane of traffic or the other lane that you're not in slows down or comes to a stop, you need to cover the brake. You need to slow down, perhaps stop, and figure out why that lane of traffic is stopped. What is the reason for that? You can see here I was driving the other day and the traffic in the outside lane came to a stop to allow the traffic in front of them to make a left-hand turn. They were being courteous. But for me, it's a danger because the other line of traffic has come to a stop and I would come up and covered the brake after the vehicle in front of me made the left-hand turn. I was cutting down my reaction time by covering the brake and ensuring what was going on in the intersection, even though it wasn't a controlled intersection. I'll put a card up here for you on covering the brake. That's an essential skill for passing a road test and remaining crash-free. Now, the other thing is that the driver making the left-hand turn, and we've talked about this before, for new drivers and veteran drivers alike, you get anxious when you're in the intersection and the light has gone to red. You feel that you need to clear that intersection. But let me reiterate once again, if you're in the intersection and the light goes to yellow, the light goes to red, make sure that that oncoming traffic, be absolutely positive that oncoming traffic has come to a stop before you commit to making a left-hand turn. Otherwise, as in the video clip here, vehicles could run the red light and you could be involved in a crash. So know that if you're in the intersection and making a left-hand turn, do not proceed through that intersection until that oncoming traffic has come to a stop and you are absolutely sure. And finally, the last point is that you can be right or you can be dead right. Yes, the light went to red and the vehicle needed to make the left-hand turn and the other vehicle ran the red light, but it takes two people to have a crash. Had the person waited making the left-hand turn until that vehicle came through and cleared the intersection, it would not have resulted in a crash. So there was errors on both sides of the intersection in terms of drivers proceeding through the intersection. The one driver proceeding straight through the intersection failed to see the social cues and failed to see the red light first and foremost, but also failed to recognize the social cues of the other line of traffic being stopped. And the driver making the left-hand turn failed to ensure that traffic was coming to a complete stop before he or she cleared the intersection. So that is the reason why there was a crash that resulted. It was because both drivers made an error and subsequently there was a crash. Question for my smart drivers: have you been involved in a crash on a left-hand turn because you failed to ensure that the oncoming traffic was in fact coming to a stop on a red light? Or subsequently, have you been involved in a crash proceeding straight through the intersection and failed to identify the social cues of the other line of traffic being stopped or slowed down? Leave a comment down in the comment section there. All of that helps out the new drivers and the experienced drivers as well, who are working to upgrade their skills. If you like what you see here, share, subscribe, leave a comment down in the comment section as well. Hit that thumbs up button. Check out all the videos here on the channel if you're working towards a license or starting a career as a truck or bus driver. Lots of great information here as well. Head over to the Smart Drive Test website. More great information over there and online courses that you can purchase. All of the courses are guaranteed pass your road test first time or 60-day money back guarantee. For those of you working towards your first license, pass your road test first time, look down in the description there. There's a 30% discount. Plug that into the coupon box over at the Smart Drive Test website. You'll pick up the course for about 20 bucks. I'm Rick with Smart Drive Test. Thanks very much for watching. Good luck on your road test. And remember, pick the best answer, not necessarily the right answer. Have a great day. Bye now.